welcome to another episode of Stand on SB Play. Stando.
SB.
And we got news coming from News Heaven.
Alright.
Lots of news. First of all, if you didn't notice, SB missed all last week, so we put up a lot of reviews on a lot of next-gen games, because we both got PS4s.
Yes.
And I reviewed Resogun, I reviewed Need for Speed Rivals, I reviewed Blacklight Retribution, and Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Go check those out after this video. And tomorrow we got Stando vs. SB on Forza 5. So that's some more next generation stuff. LeChiff was kind enough to drop by and let us play on his Xbox One a little bit. But for the most part, we've been doing PlayStation 4 stuff because it's so awesome.
Yes, it is.
I love my PlayStation 4.
Me too.
But we also did our first Twitch live stream this past week. We did it on a little bit of everything. We played Strider for you guys.
Yep.
And we also played the new Strider.
Yeah.
And we also played Legos.
Marvel Heroes.
Marvel Heroes. And did we play anything else? I think that was about it. Wasn't it?
Yeah, that was it.
So, and of course, none of that footage got saved. But don't worry, I've still got some more footage coming up because we played Legos again today. It was fun. And then I played Strider earlier this morning. I'll have a commentary on what I think about Strider, the first level, the demo. It's not going to be a review. It's just going to be my initial impressions of the game. So that'll be coming up later this week.
Awesome. Next
Sunday. And we're not playing Prince of Persia either, because you've got... we played Brothers.
Yep.
Tale of Two Sons today. And so for the next week or two, and this past week, you've not seen Prince of Persia, and you're not going to see it for another few more weeks. We will be coming back to Prince of Persia, but we got to get some of this new stuff out of the way first.
Yes.
So, and...
Because, I mean, we've got...
we got so much going on right now.
Even with the very few select games they have at stores... For
PlayStation Plus,
for the PS4, yeah, I mean, we've got a ton of free games to play.
Yeah, we've not even talked about Warframe yet.
Yeah, I know.
That's amazing.
I know.
So, yeah. So we'll be getting all into that stuff. Let's start our news topic with Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Duty.
Apparently, Ghost didn't go over so well. A lot of people are still mad about Ghost. And that was the Infinity Ward project. Yeah. And to be honest, the past couple of titles that Infinity Ward has done has not been too great.
No. I mean, I think what they're doing is they're copy and pasting and then changing a few things that you can't really tell.
Right.
Like adding like in Ghost, they added a dog that has a suit on and Kevlar and walks around with an antenna. You know, I mean, that's not going to make me want to play the game.
Well, Treyarch, who was supposed to do this year's 2014's entry into the Call of Duty series, has been pushed off to 2015. Sledgehammer has been brought in to do the 2014 entry, and that pushes Infinity Ward out till 2016, which gives the developers a 3-year development cycle, which should make the game better instead of, they're still releasing every year, but now they got 3 studios working on it.
Right.
So it should be a lot better experience every time out. Do you think it's too little too late?
Yes.
Do you think Ghost...
For me, yes.
For me, it is too. But
as far as people who play Call of Duty and are like, oh, well, Call of Duty's better than Battlefield, probably not. I mean,
do you think Ghost hurt...
Oh, definitely.
The diehard fans enough to drive them away or bring them back for the next? Because Sledgehammer has less. They have a year basically to come up with Call of Duty game. Yeah. So that's not going to be the crown jewel of the franchise. It's going to be the Treyarch of the next Infinity Ward title.
I don't think it hurt them enough to push them away, but hurt them enough to be like, maybe they're not as good as it used to be.
Moving right along, Kojima praises the PlayStation 4. The PS4 continues to outperform the Xbox One and the nearest competitors' consoles, as everything running on the PS4 is running at 1080p Whereas on the competition, it's running at 720p, 900p. It's never hitting 1080p right there. And we've talked about that before. Well, here recently, the developers of Thief said the same thing. It's going to be 900p on the Xbox One. It's going to be 1080p, 60 frames on the PS4.
Right.
And Hideo Kojima said, yeah, it's going to be Hideo Kojima, developer of Metal Gear Solid series. He says, yeah, our new Metal Gear, 1080p, 60 frames per second on the PS4, 720p on the Xbox One. Kojima goes on, and we got a little quote, and I will actually post this quote up right here. The quote says that, let me find it here. It's also excellent for graphics, being able to render 1080p at 60 frames per second, 60 frames per second with room to spare. Since it does it a little better than other hardware, the image quality of the PS4 is the most beautiful. It's the closest to photorealistic quality that we are aiming at. So, Kojima really likes his PlayStation 4 business.
I think so too.
So, who knows? That's probably where your best metal. So far, every third party or multi-platform that I've seen so far is
better.
Oddly, yeah, the last generation it ran better on the Xbox 360. Yeah. Why, I don't know. And this year they're running better on the PlayStation, or this generation they're running better on the PlayStation 4. So that's just the way it goes. That's the way it crumbles. Speaking of PlayStation 4, they sold 5.3 million consoles.
That's crazy.
In their last report, which means in January they outsold the Xbox One 2-1. For every one Xbox One sold, PlayStation 4 sold 2.
That's crazy. I mean, that's some big sales.
And if you can't see our dog right here, she's an Xbox fan. She's hiding in shame. No, I'm just kidding. She's a PlayStation fan. I wouldn't do that to that dog. And the PlayStation 4 just released in Japan this week.
Yep.
And according to Sony officials, hardware is scarce. Everywhere is sold out.
Yep.
And supply will not...
You'll have to wait at least a week if you order online.
Yeah, but supply will not stabilize probably until April.
Yeah.
Is what they're telling us.
I don't think they expected the sales.
No, they didn't expect. You got to think they sold 1 million in the first 24 hours, 4.2 million before the end of the year,
and that was just in the United States.
And now by January 31st, it's up. They sold another 1.3 million, another 1 million, another cool 1 million, 1.1 million in January.
Oh, good news though.
What?
So, my brother's been playing at his friend's house with PlayStation 4.
Mm-hmm.
I let him watch me play. He went and bought him one.
Your brother went and bought him one?
My brother went and bought him one. and he was strictly saying, I'm not going to get one. I'm not going to get one. And he finally went and got him one.
Is he ready to go back to the other console now?
Oh, I mean, he's got to wait till Saturday to get it.
He's got to wait for that week order.
Yeah, but he's got the NBA 2K14 bundle.
Mm-hmm.
So there's another game we'll have to play.
I'm not much of a basketball fan.
Me either, but hey, it's a game.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe it versus.
That would be horrible. That'd be a low-scoring game.
Some sad news is Irrational Games is closing. Irrational Game Studio. They made the Bioshock series.
Yes.
Bioshock 1 and Bioshock Infinite.
Yep.
But apparently Bioshock Infinite had so much money gone into it, and it spent 7 years in development. That's a long time.
Put them in the hole, didn't it?
And I think it kind of did.
The sales, I don't think, did that well for Bioshock.
Bioshock Infinite actually it sold I think it was 15 million copies,
but not enough to bring it out of the
not enough to break. I mean, it performed really well.
Right.
But when you pour 7 years of development into something, it's just And so,
well, I mean, the first Bioshock wasn't the best. You know, I mean, I have it, but it could be better.
Well, Ken Levine, which is the head honcho over there at
Right.
Irrational, is taking 15 of his grandest outstanding employees and is rolling himself into 2K. And you got to think there's like hundreds of developers over there, so the rest of them are getting laid off. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
And what's even sadder is that there's not another gaming developing studio in the Boston area.
Right.
The last time something like this happened at 2K or Take-Two or whatever you want to call it, it's actually Take-Two, 2K, same thing. The last time something like this happened, we got Gone Home last year.
Yep.
Which almost won Game of the Year. And it was a little indie team that people that got laid off said, let's go do our own thing. So maybe we'll see more of that.
Maybe. I mean, there's always a bright side to this when stuff like this happens.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unfortunate for the other employees who don't get that chance, but it opens up a whole new chapter for them to be like, well, we worked together for years. Let's go do something. Let's go see if someone will help us out, and we get a great game.
On the bright side, other developers, studios like Naughty Dog and all the Ubisoft Montreal and all those guys, they have offered out jobs to these guys that got laid off, but they have to move all that way, get adjusted to a new life. It kind of sucks if they do that.
But at least they have that job.
Yeah, at least they have that offer on the table.
Exactly.
And sometimes we talk bad about how greedy the developers are and stuff, but when, something like this in the community happens.
Oh, yeah.
And now you see Naughty Dog, hey, Bioshock was a dream come true. You've got that on your statement. You can come work for us.
Oh, yeah.
Or you've got Ubisoft Montreal.
You also got to think, though, I mean, like a lot of these developers, I mean, especially when they're working on multiple
Santa
games.
Monica has offered out jobs. I mean,
like Ubisoft, when they're working on how many games right now?
Oh, several.
So they're like, this is a great opportunity for us to bring in more people with experience. We'll help you out. You help us out. It's a win-win situation. So
there you go.
It's always a plus side to everything.
Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 12 o'clock in the afternoon for us. We're going to turn off the lights, put on the headphones, get in our surround sound, and tape the windows shut. And Espy
Board the doors.
Yeah, Espy here is going to play Outlast live on our Twitch feed. How do you get to our Twitch feed? Well, you can either go to our website, standonespplay.weebly.com, or you can go to twitch.tv/standonespplay.
All right.
So, Outlast, going to get the EBGB scared out of you.
We're going to try.
I think we're going to succeed. Until next time, this is Stando.
This is Espy.
And we will catch you
on the flip side.